Hello students, welcome to Nilachal Polytechnic. Myself Amarendra Mishra is continuing with the video lecture class on shear force and bending moment chapter of strength of material. Here in this video, we will continue with the problem that was going to be solved in previous class. There is a simply supported beam. As shown in the figure, we are having a support A and B. Two loads are applied, UDL from left end A to C, and another is a point load at point D. We know that for calculation of shear force and bending moment diagram, we have to find out what is the reaction at support B and support A. Now, the total reaction should be equal to the applied load. So, applied load is equal to 20 into 4, that is 80 kilonewton, plus 10 kilonewton, that is 90 kilonewton. For the equilibrium of the beam, total reaction RA plus RB should be equal to 80 plus 10, that is 90 kilonewton. Then next step is to calculate the sum of moment about B point or A point. For the equilibrium case, sum of B point moment is equal to 0. Now we have to take the loads having bending moment about B is equal to as RA is at a distance of 10 meters, so RA into 10, that is positive. Here UDL 20 kilonewton into 4, that is 80 into 4 plus 2, that is 8. So 20 into 4 into 8. Another is the point load 10. It is at a distance of 2 meters, so 10 into 2. So we have RA into 10 minus 10 into 2 minus 20 into 4 into 8. So we are getting that total value is 660 kilonewton meter divided by RA is equal to 10 meters. So 660 divided by 10 is equal to 66 kilonewton. We are getting RA value as 66. Already RA plus RB is 90 kilonewton. So RB value will be obtained as 90 minus 66, that is 24 kilonewton. So RA is 66 kilonewton. RB is 24 kilonewton. Next we will go for calculation of shear force and bending moment. Now considering a section between D to B at a distance of x from B, we can get the value of mx as RB into x plus, and there will be a shear force RP as negative. Now at point B, the shear force is a support and that is equal to, in upward direction taken as negative, so RB is obtained as 24 kilonewton, so SP is equal to 24 kilonewton. At D point, there will be initially there is a minus 24 kilonewton, then point load acting downwards, so positive, so minus 24 into 10 plus 10 is equal to minus 14 kilonewton. Up to point C there is no load, so the load will be remain constant, that is minus 14 kilonewton up to the shear C point. After C point there is a load UDL is applied. So UDL load is having 4 into 20, that is 80 kilonewton. So we have got that up to C point load is minus 14, and after UDL applied it is plus 20 into 4, so that is 66 kilonewton. Now we are getting that the value of reaction force at RA is 60 kilonewton, and again it is also obtained as 60 kilonewton at point A. So SA is equal to 60 kilonewton. So SB is equal to minus 24 kilonewton, ST minus 14 kilonewton, SC 14 kilonewton minus, and SA 66 kilonewton positive. First of all, we have to draw a baseline. This is the baseline. We have to find the point by taking the projection of each point. B point projection, D point projection, C point projection, and A point projection. At B there is negative value, so you have to draw a vertical line corresponding to the 24 kilonewton, and that will be along the downward direction. From D to B there is no load, so we have to take a constant line, horizontal line. Then after that there is a positive 10 kilonewton, hence the value will be decreasing, and that will be up to minus 40. Again C to D there is no load, so whatever may be the load applied upon the action as D, that will be applied upon the C point. So D to C will be constant, that will be 14 kilonewton. At C point there is a UDL, so suddenly at point C there will be an inclined line. Why there is inclined line? Because there is a value of load which increasing with the value of distance with distance. So as the distance increases, then it will be increasing its magnitude along the positive direction. Now from C to A point, minus 14 to the 66. So we have to draw a inclined line, and that will be completing the shear force diagram. So for shear force diagram for point load, it will be straight line and it will be horizontal. But in case of UDL, it is also straight line law, but it is in a inclined position. Now see that there is a point where the positive value of shear force is getting from the negative, and that crossing point is known as your, suppose taking as E point, and that E point is known as your shear force point E, where the value of shear force is 0 and we can get the value of maximum bending moment. Now go for calculation of the point where it is should be lie. Considering the point E at a distance of x from the C point, now we can get the value of shear force as shear force as is equal to 20 into 4 minus x plus 10. Now the shear force at E is equal to 0. Now equating the equation as to 20 kilonewton will be UDL, and the magnitude will be, total distance is 4, it is from this point to this point is x, so 4 minus x, 20 into 4 minus x, plus 10 minus 24, 10 minus 24, that is R. So you are getting the value of x as 3.3 meters. So from C point it is 3.3 meters. Now we have to find out that what is the maximum bending moment from the bending moment diagram. Now next go for calculation of bending moment. At point B there is a reaction force RB and value is 24 kilonewton. So 24 into 0 is equal to 0. Up to the point D, the moment F of D, it will be 24 into 2 plus 10 into 0. So that is 40 kilonewton meter positive. Again at point C, there will be the value for 24 is 6 meters. So 24 into 6 minus 10 into 4. So that is equal to 104 kilonewton meter. Now we have get that the value of bending moment at C point is 104 kilonewton meter, D point is 40 kilonewton meter, and B point is 0. Now at A point, if you are considering 24 into 10, 10 into 4 plus 4 is 8, and here 20 into 4, then 4 by 2. So 20 into 4 into 2. So we are getting the value of bending moment at A point is 0. So in this way you are getting value of B and A, where the baseline is, first of all, draw the baseline, draw the projection points for A point, C point, D point and B point. Now at these points we have to calculate the bending moment diagram. So A point, B point, it will be 0, so it will be the point will on the line. From B to D there is a point load, so we have to draw a inclined line from 0 to 48. Then after at D to C there is also a point loads are there, so we have to go for D to C as an inclined line. Again at C to A there will be a curved line, because the value of the shear force is going to increase and suddenly it will be decreasing its value up to the A point. In this way the curve will be straightened with the C point. There will be a corresponding shear force 0, and that will be a point intersection, that will be a projection point where maximum moment occurs. So we have to draw the curve from C to the A point. In this way you are completing the bending moment diagram for the beam. Again we have to see that to find out the maximum bending moment for a beam, we have to calculate the point E, considering E point is a distance of x from x point. Now considering moment about A, now the shear force at E is equal to 20 into 4 minus x plus 10 minus 24 is equal to 0, and x is obtained as 3.3 meters. So bending moment will be maximum at this point. Now bending moment will be equal to ME is equal to 66 into 3.3 minus 20 into 3.3 into 3 by 2. So that is equal to 108.90 kilonewton meter. In this way we are getting the maximum bending moment as 108.90 kilonewton meter, and also the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for the simply supported beam. So what is the concept of maximum bending moment? Always remember, in case of shear force bending moment diagram in a simply supported beam, the maximum bending moment will be obtained from the bending moment diagram, where the value of shear force corresponding point is 0. And also we can tell is that in case of shear force diagram, the value of shear force changes its sign from positive to the negative or negative to the positive, while there is a intersection found by the shear force line with the baseline, and that point is known as a shear force is 0, and at that position the maximum bending moment occurs. If you are going to calculate the maximum bending moment for a cantilever beam, if it is a preload point load, then the maximum bending moment will be W. If it is a uniform distributed load, maximum bending moment is obtained as W L square by 2, where W is the UDL value and L is the length of the travel of the UDL. So W L square by 2. For a simply supported beam, if it is carrying a point load at the center, maximum bending moment will be equal to WL by 4. And for a UDL, it is applied upon the total length of the span. For a simply supported beam, maximum bending moment will be equal to WL square by 8. These are the formulas are required while we are going to solve the moment produced by the loads in case of